Samga should be recollected wholeheartedly. 4. Recollection of the moralities. 1. The various kinds of morality. There are two kinds of morality. I. Impure morality. E. Pure morality. Firstly, impure morality is of two kinds. I. The morality of discipline. E. The morality connected with the meditative stabilizations. During his early practices, the yogin recollects these three kinds of morality. Having practiced all three, then he recollects only the pure morality. The morality of discipline prevents the sins and corruption from gaining power. The morality of trance and concentration dissipates all the negative emotions. Why? When one has attained the inner happiness of the meditative stabilizations, one no longer seeks worldly happiness. Pure morality uproots the roots of sins and negative emotions. Question. Why recollect the moralities? Answer. As I have said above in regard the recollection of the Samga. The Buddha is like the king of physicians, the Dharma is like good medicine, the community is like the nurse, and morality is like submitting to the medical regime. The yogin says to himself, if I do not fall in line with this obligation, the three jewels will be of no use to me. If the guide shows the good path but the traveler does not use it, that is not the fault of the guide. This is why I should recollect morality. Furthermore, morality is the support of all good dharmas. Just as the 100 grains and the medicinal plants grow depending on the earth, in the same way, observing pure morality produces great profound concentrations and the knowledge of the true nature. It is also the foremost gate. For monastics, the stick on which all monastics lean, the primary cause and condition of reaching nirvana. As it is said, thanks to keeping morality, the mind is free of regret, and finally deliverance, nirvana, is attained. 2. Qualities of the moralities to be recollected. The yogin recollects pure morality. According to the Sutras, the faultless moralities, the moralities without cracks, the moralities without rifts, the unvarying moralities, the liberating moralities, the moralities without careless attachment, the moralities praised by the sages and without defects are pure morality. -2. Silani Akandani Akadrani. What are the faultless moralities? A. If with the exception of the 4 grave offenses formulated in the fivefold discipline, one violates all the other serious precepts, this is a violation with faults. The other wrongdoings are cracks. B. Moreover, the physical wrongdoings are called defects and the vocal wrongdoings are called rifts. C. Finally, the great sins are called defects and the small wrongdoings are called cracks. Silani Asabalani. If the good mind is turned toward nirvana and prevents the fetters and the various faulty examinations and subtle analyses from gaining access, there is morality without rifts. Silani Akalmasani. If the mind goes alternately in 2 directions, sometimes toward nirvana and sometimes toward samsara, there is varying morality. If the mind goes exclusively toward nirvana, there is unvarying morality. Salani Bhujsyani. Following morality, not following after external conditions, like the independent unfettered man, observing pure morality without being enslaved by desire, this is liberating morality. Silani Aparamistani. In the face of morality, the yogin does not undergo the fetter of lust, pride, etc. He knows the true nature of morality. If he grasps the characteristics of morality, he would be like a prisoner held by manacles who, even after having been pardoned, remains attached to his golden manacles. The person attached to his own morality by the passion of love is as if in prison. Even if he manages to escape, he remains attached to the morality like golden fetters. But the yogin who knows that morality is cause and condition for purity does not experience this attachment to morality itself and is liberated, free of fetters. This is what is called morality without thoughtless attachment. Salani Vina Prasastani. These are the moralities praised by the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, the Pratyeka Buddhas and the Sravakas. If the yogin practices such morality, uses such morality, these are the moralities praised by the sages. The moralities of the heretics are the moralities of the bull, the deer, the dog, the flesh-eating demons, the mute, the deaf. These moralities are not praised by the sages. They are cruel and do not bring any good retribution. Furthermore, among the three kinds of morality, pure morality is praised by the sages. It is indestructible, unchanging and, by depending on this morality, one obtains true wisdom. Therefore it is the morality praised by the sages. Pure morality is of three kinds. It is, as the Buddha said, right speech, right action and right livelihood. The meaning of this threefold activity has been explained in regard to the eightfold noble path. It is necessary to continue this explanation fully here. 3. The position of morality among the path members. Question. If morality is cause and condition for meditative stability and if meditative stability is cause and condition for wisdom, why is wisdom placed at the beginning of the list of the eightfold noble path, morality at the middle and meditative stability at the end? Answer. When one is starting out on a trip, it is the rule to first consider the path to travel with one's eyes and then to travel. When one is traveling, one must be careful. While walking energetically, one always recalls the advice of the guide. If these are remembered, one attentively follows one's route without going off on false paths. It is the same for right view. 1. First, with right wisdom, one considers the 5 aggregates of attachment which are always painful. This is what is called the truth of suffering. Suffering is the result of a group of fetters, affection, etc. This is what is called the origin. The cessation of the fetters, affection, etc. is called nirvana. Considering the 8 members in this way is called path. All of that is right view. From that moment, the yogin whose mind is firm knows that samsara is false and should be abandoned, that nirvana is true and should be followed. This clear seeing of things is called right view. 2. The yogin knows and sees these things, but the strength of his mind is not great and he is not yet able to start out on his journey. He reflects, calculates and stimulates the right view so that it may gain power. This is called right intention. 3-5. His wisdom being fervent, he wants to express it in words. This is why he then practices right speech, right action and right livelihood. 6. At the time when he practices morality, he is energetic without laziness, and never stops in the meditative stabilizations with form and without form. This is called right exertion. 7. Using right view, he contemplates the 4 truths. He never forgets that all the disturbing emotions are enemies to be destroyed, that right view, etc. are friends to follow. This is called right mindfulness. 8. He concentrates his mind on the 4 truths without being distracted. He prevents it from being